Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Gonna get into all the locks. There's a ton of bets that we're gonna, and then we'll preview what we got next week as well. I'll take any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, anything like that. I will let y'all stream in just for a minute. Assad is in the building. What up, Assad? I'm gonna let everyone flow in for just a minute or so, and then we'll get going. I got a couple of things that I gotta attend to. Let me take care of a couple of things, and y'all can stream in. I'm losing my brain. What I'm supposed to be doing here. All right. Finally, we got a big card next week. Really, really good card. We're going to get into that. I already sent one lockout. If you are on the Patreon, I'm going to put the Patreon. I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm going to put the link in the chat now. If you have not already joined the Patreon, do so now. You'll get both locks of the week. I'll make sure you get both of them. Additionally, I will have a second lockout today for those of you who are in the Patreon. So join the Patreon today, $5 a month. You get two locks this week, which is obviously terrific value. Last week was slow. I didn't like anything last week, so I wanted to give you all two locks this week. Also, while you're at it, after you sign up for the Patreon, head over to carnivorebar.com. That's carnivorebar.com. That's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivorebar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Use promo code BOXING at 10%. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. The nutrition of a steak with the convenience of a bar. carnivorebar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout. Here we go. What up? Here we go. I thought I haven't seen you in a minute. Here we go. How you been? How was your Thanksgiving? How's everything going? I feel like I haven't seen Here We Go in a minute. It's good to have you back. All right. Let's get into today's show. One second. I'll be right back. Took a hit on that Wagner kid from Canada. There was a Canadian card this week? I didn't even see that. Was there a Canadian card this week? Please gamble responsibly. Why would you gamble responsibly when you can go all in and just get rich? We can make the money back. If you lose, you lose. Yeah, there's nothing here. A couple weeks back. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I remember what you're talking about. Okay. All right. All right, so I just want to go over a couple of these things. We'll just go over, and you guys can ask me any questions. I mean, these fights are what they are. I mean, they're minus 6,000 fights because they deserve to be minus 6,000 fights. They're not competitive. Aaron Bowen is a guy. He's 25-5. He's got one knockout. He's been around. He typically loses against top. Hang on. I'm sorry. Aaron Bowen's got 3-0, deep amateur background. He's a prospect. You know, he's not exactly setting the world on fire. He's fighting James Todd. James Todd is a veteran. He's 4-3-2. He's fought 9 times. He's won 4 of them. You can kind of guess what he is. He kind of is what he is. This is a fight that Bowen should definitely win, and he will, which is why he's minus 6,000. So there's no real money to be made on the fight. Ibrahim Sulaiman, that's an interesting bet. It's a little bit better odds. He's obviously going to win. This is something you can add to your parlay. I wouldn't add Aaron Bowen to the parlay because it's not worth the risk. It's minus 6,000. Sulaiman is better than that. He's also a better prospect, but he's fighting a better fighter. I would, if you want to add something to your parlay a little bit, you could add Sulaiman. He's 5-0, 3 knockouts. He's a much better prospect than Aaron Bowen, but he's fighting a real guy. He's fighting Marvin Solano. Marvin Solano, look, he's 24-20. He's got a ton of losses. He hasn't won in a long time. But if you go through his last 5 fights are Brad Strand, Billy Adams, Shabazz Massoud. All right, I don't know who this guy is. He fought him in Italy. Alessio LaRusso, Luke Pearson, Tim Wellen. Like, he fights good fighters and loses. And that's what he's doing again today. Like, he's going to lose to Sulaiman, but he could make it difficult for him. Like, he make life ugly for him. But ultimately, he has no chance to win. And it's minus 3,500, not minus 6,000. So, I mean, look, it's not the best bet in the world, but it will bring your odds down a little bit on your parlay. And it's better. It's a better payday than Aaron Bowen, who's minus 6,000. So I would, if you guys are just looking to, bring your parlay odds down a little bit, I would add that. Hamza Udin, another 2-0 guy. I don't know much about him. Super flyweight, little guy, 2-0, fighting 6 rounds off the bat. One knockout, 1 decision. Hasn't lost a round yet. I don't know much about him. You're probably safe, but I don't want to recommend that. And those are the 3 real undercard fights. And then you get Troy Jones, I think, is a great bet. Troy Jones is safe over Mike Stevenson. Hang on one second. Troy Jones is a safe bet. I like this lot at minus 2,000. This is safe to edge up to your parlay. It'll bring things down. As is Callum Smith. But Callum Smith, again, is minus 6,000. Michael Stevens is a bad fighter. He's not good. He's slow. He's mechanical. This is an easy fight for Troy Jones. It's an easy fight for Callum Smith, too, but it's minus 6,000. So it's just not worth the risk. I like this. I like this. I would put those 2 in there to bring down your parlay. Kieran Conway at minus 600, I think, is a safe bet. I think that's a really good bet. Conor Walker at minus 800. Cameron Vaughn at minus 600. Cameron Vaughn is a nice-looking prospect. Gavin Gwynn's a massive step up from a massive step up. But it should be safe. Cameron Vaughn is a skilled guy, good mover, good athlete. He gets aggressive, good boxer puncher mentality, really good athlete. Cameron Vaughn is a good athlete, good fighter, good prospect. He should win that fight, no problem. It's a step up. Gavin Gwynn's by a mile the best guy he's fought. Conor Walker, Lewis Richardson, these odds are coming down. Originally minus 1,100. Then when I did my video, it was down to minus 900. Now it's down to minus 800. If you can lock into Conor Walker, do it. I don't remember what we liked about Lewis Richardson. I don't remember. We liked something about him. That's long gone. Conor Walker minus 800 is a good bet. And then Kieran Conway. Kieran Conway is a sneaky good fighter. Kieran Conway is a really, really good boxer. He's asserting his power more. I like Kieran Conway. And I would take yeah, these are tough. Coda Walker, Lewis Richardson, I like to go the distance. I don't know if you guys have props on this, but we don't have any props on this. Oh, we do have props on it now. Coda Walker, I like the over 7.5 on this. I would take the over 7.5. This is a fight that's going to go the distance. I feel it's going to go over 7.5. So I really like that. Good. We just dropped props on this. That's good. The rest of these are going to be a little tough. Conway and Kelly. Yeah, I think this goes the distance too. Over 10.5, I like. But Conway's been a little more aggressive. He's been sitting down on his shots. He's been developing his power. He's gotten some knockouts. If you look at Kieran Conway, all of his knockouts seemingly come in his last couple of fights. He's got 6 knockouts, but if you look at his last 3 of his last 4 wins are by way of stoppage. So Ryan Kelly's a good fight. I like this to go over. I would feel comfortable betting the over on this. It's a little risky. It is a little risky. And then Sonny Edwards, Galliafai. I definitely like the over. Take the over. It's minus 800. It's not a great payday, but I think that's definitely hit. And these odds aren't changing. I like Edwards. I like Yafai plus 110. I like that a lot. And then the other bet I like is Yafai by decision is playing plus 215. That's an interesting bet. I like that a lot. Yafai by decision at plus 215. I like that. I like that. So, I mean, that's basically what we got. We'll just recap the bets I like this week. Make sure I got everything here. I'm laying off this. Suleiman for the win on the money line. Troy Jones money line. Kieran Conway money line. Also, I like the over. Coda Walker, Lewis Richardson. Just take Coda Walker money line. Cameron Vaughn, Gavin Gwynn. Oh, I like the over on this too. Over is 7.5. I like the over on that. I would definitely take the over on that. So Coda Walker, Lewis Richardson. I like Walker money line. I like the over. Vaughn, Gwynn, just take Vaughn on the money line here. I think that's an easy money bet. And then Sonny Edwards, Yafai is a couple of bets I like. I like Yafai money line. I like the over. And I like Yafai by decision. I would split that up. I would make a one-times bet on the over. And then I would also split up Yafai and Yafai on the money line. Make some money on Yafai on the money line and Yafai by decision. You know, I definitely see this fight going over. These are 2 masterclass technicians. This fight's going to go the distance. I would almost guarantee it. I definitely like the over in this fight. So if you guys are in the Patreon, you're going to get another lock. I'm going to give you guys a second lock this week for sure. Look forward to that. I'm going to get that out to you guys tonight. I get it out to you just a little bit. Second lock, 2 locks this week. Gonna get everyone paid this week. This is a good week. This is a good week of boxing bets. I really, really believe that. It's a good week for boxing betting. And we're going to have all right, so that's this week. I want to preview next week just a little bit. I want to take a look into next week's betting just a little bit. And I'm going to be going live tomorrow as well. I'm going to do a live tomorrow for all of y'all. Not sure what we're going to do it on yet, but we're definitely going to give y'all a live. And then, all right. We'll do a Coley next. All right, so we got some good fights next week. We got Akoli and Muhammad. We got Solomon Decray and David Adelaide. We have Sam Noakes back in action. We have Brad Poles in action against Denzel Bentley. We have Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. I dropped the video on that. We got Espinosa and Robeisy Ramirez. Lindolfo Delgado in the mix. Mark Castro in the mix. Yankel Rivera in the mix. We got a loaded week. We got a lot of big fights. Liam Paro, Richard Hitchens in a great fight. Henry LeBron, Christopher Diaz. These are great fights. These are really, really, really good fights. There's a lot of fights to make money on next week. Next week's going to be a really, really good week. Like, I am into next week, but we need to get through this week first. And I think this is a good money-making week. There's just the one big fight. I'm going to do so. I got this one out. I'm going to make a video on this next. I'm going to try to get you guys as many videos out as this week that we can. I'm just going to bang them out, push them through, and try to get another one out for you tonight. Going to grind, going to work for you guys tonight. Going to watch my Nets after this, and then get to work. But let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts in the super chat. In the Navarrete fight, which is the big one, I like Navarrete. I think the odds at minus 240. I like Navarrete by decision. I think at minus 240, it's a good bet. It's not so bad, right? Where it's not worth betting. Minus 240, it's still $100 bet. It's going to make you $41. I like it. I think this is a solid bet. Valdez just gets hit too much. He loads up too much. And I like Valdez, but he needs to get on the inside. It's hard to get on the inside. And is that really what, is that a really a good path to victory to beating Navarrete? I think the fight's fun. I think it's entertaining. I like the over. I don't know what the over is yet, but I like to go over. I think it goes deep into the fight. And Navarrete ultimately is the better fighter. So Navarrete's going to win this fight. I know Navarrete is flawed, and you do a scouting report, and it has the most pros and the most cons of any fighter. You just break it down. It's like, this guy. There's so much to like about him, and so much to dislike about him. It's interesting. It's just an interesting take on Navarrete. So we got Navarrete. Then we got a real interesting fight with Paro and Hitchens. That's a real good fight, man. That's a real good fight between Paro and Hitchens. I'm really, really into that. That's going to be so. My next two videos that I'm going to do this weekend are Akoli and Muhammad and Paro and Hitchens. I'll have those out next. And I'm just gonna bang out as many as I can. It's a good week. Next week's gonna be a good week too. There's lots of money to be made these next 2 weeks. I truly believe that. So, guys, if you have not joined the Patreon, join the Patreon now. If you have, you're getting 2 locks this week, and it's just a good opportunity to make money this week. You're getting 2 locks a week because, like I said, last week this just wasn't a whole lot. I don't really have much else. It's kind of slow today. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know. Or I may end up wrapping this up because it's just not much. I feel like I've run over this ad nauseum. I will be going live tomorrow following the fight for sure. After the main event, I will be going live, so check that out. I'll be back tomorrow. Check a couple of things for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, anything like that. I will address it. Other than that, I guess we're done for today. All right, y'all. Since there's no questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, remember, it's a good week, a safe week, I think. Sirham, who do you guys like, Hitchens or Paro? Like, I'm going to get to the video, so I'm not going to make my prediction yet. I'll make my prediction in the video, which I should have tomorrow or Sunday. But who do you guys like in that? I'm leaning towards Hitchens, but that's not my official pick yet. I will let you guys know. I know Hitchens did not look great with Gustavo, but I like Hitchens. in that fight. I think I could change my mind. Paro's a real guy. I just think he gets outboxed. He looked bad in the Gustavo Lamos fight for sure. But we'll see. Paro's a hitter. I got to go back and study that tape. I got to go back and watch Paro's win as well over Matias, which was a super impressive win. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Leave your super chats, any comments, thoughts, leave them now. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Happy holiday season. We're at the end of the year, but we have plenty of boxing left. Plenty of boxing left, which I'm excited for. David Benavidez opened up at minus 175 and Brandon Rout plus 135. Brandon Figueroa at minus 120. Stephen Fulton at minus 105. Inoue is at minus 2,000. So a couple of big fights left this year. And Usyk is a considerable favorite now, minus 170 over Fury, who's plus 140. Just a couple of things to keep your eye on. Just a couple of things just a couple of thoughts. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now or forever hold your peace. I appreciate everyone dropping by. I know it's the holiday season. Chat's a little quiet today. It's all good. Appreciate everyone dropping by. Like I said, I will be going live tomorrow as well. It is November 29th, 2024. From Texas to the world, thank you and God bless.